Today we're going to learn how multiplication is completely related to division. In fact, you're using the exact same numbers in multiplication and division. It's just the order is changed, as well as the operation. So let's take a look at our first equation. We have to remember that a multiplication equation is made up of at least two factors that you multiply against each other. 5 times 2, that's our problem. And we need to find the product. So we're used to using arrays. I'm going to go ahead and make 5 rows with 2 in each row. 5 rows, 2 in each row. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Guess what? My answer is 10. 5 times 2 equals 10. Okay? That's probably review for most of you, but I'll write that in there anyway for the product. Now here's the cool part. If 5 groups of 2 or 5 rows of 2 make 10, let's look at this math mountain down here. Not only do 5 rows of 2 make 10, but I could flip it around and make 2 rows with 5 in each row and also make 10. And here's where we get to division. You can take the 3 numbers from this equation and change them into a division problem. Only the product, 10, becomes something called the dividend. Instead of ending the equation in multiplication, in division, it starts the equation. We start with the greatest number, and the greatest number is 10. Then we divide by one of the factors. Let's just say we divide by groups of 2. And instead of it being called a factor in division, now it's called the divisor. So the dividend of 10 divided by a divisor of 2, guess what you come up with for your answer? That's right. The only number that's left over is 5, and that is called the quotient because it's the ending number of the division equation. Dividend divided by divisor equals quotient. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Exact same numbers, just different names. Okay, let's try a different one. I am going to just erase my numbers from my equation, and I'm going to show you 2 different ways to solve this problem. So let's start with the dividend of 20 this time. And let's divide into groups of 4, or rows of 4. So 20 is the dividend divided by a divisor of 4. Let's go back up to my array here. And if I have groups of 4, then I'm just going to draw a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry. I probably want to use red just to show you that those are the actual circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do you see what I'm doing? Each group has 4 in it. 4, 4, 4, and 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, I got to my dividend. The question is, how many groups did I make? I know I have 4 in each group, or 4 in each row. What's my answer for how many rows I have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer to this division problem is 20 divided by 4, 20 total, divided by groups or rows of 4, equals 5 total rows. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. And another shorter way of doing it, a lot of people do something called an equal shares picture. And so they start with the 20, and they know that they have groups of 4. So they just start drawing these lines here. And that's 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 4 more is 12. Plus 4 more is 16. plus 4 more is 20. And how do I find my answer? Well, I count how many groups I have. Instead of counting how many rows I have of 4, I count how many groups of 4 I have. And that way you're not drawing all those pictures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. Hope you learned how multiplication and division are related. Sorry about that little spot in the middle there, but sometimes you just work with what you have.